straight out of East Blue. It's a One Piece manga review from Cool Guy for You. Alright, we're back with the One Piece manga review. Chapter 9, Evil Woman. Interesting. So far we know of Nami, she's very smart and deceptive. And an opportunist. Thief of pirates who loots their treasure. We just figured that out. And by the way, I'm further in the anime than the manga always, to react to that before getting however far in the manga. Definitely don't want to get spoiled by anything. Definitely do not want that. I think I saw that there is, at some point, crossovers with other anime. That will be a huge criticism if we ever reach that point. If we make it that far with this sort of stuff, or the reactions. I can understand crossovers on some extent, but you know, I like every anime universe to stay separate, stay its own, or else that kind of breaks the immersion level a bit, you know. I don't like crossovers, I think I would vote against crossovers. But anyhow, looks like we got a bit of a longer episode this time, so I think we better go based off the text and jumping back and forth with the images. That might make us take a bit longer. Alright, so Nami offers an alliance of sorts to Luffy to loot pirate treasure with him. Luffy refuses. He has certain goals of his own. Luffy tells of his hat being his best treasure, his top treasure. So yeah, we are officially, we officially know Nami now. Buggy, the pirate captain, who ate a gum fruit, complains to his crew, who he blames for the map to the Grand Line being stolen in the first place. Whenever there's higher rank and lower rank, good grief, it is not good to be on the receiving end of the higher rank. I'll tell you that much. That's what you can garner from this. So, Buggy and his crew were going to go to the Grand Line. They were going to go, but the map just got looted by Nami, apparently. There was some sort of key left in, you know, the lock or the keyhole. Then the key got lost. So I assume Nami looted it and used it to get to certain things that she shouldn't have normally. Also notice the hat. Oh, the hat. We gotta wait and use that for reactions, not anything else. I like to tease. I like to tease when I know I can deliver. So I like to tease the hat. So anyhow, Buggy is apparently completely insecure and irritated when people mention his clown nose. A good feature of the villains to have in One Piece, just like the Alvida woman who was fat and ugly, who Luffy pointed that stuff out, and there's just certain things the villains do not like. It's their soft spot, you know. So it's just a good, amusing part of the show. There's so many enjoyable things with One Piece, very much. Boggles my mind how I hadn't seen any of it long time ago. You know, like 20 years ago or something. I don't know. Whenever it began, you know. How on earth did one not see it? Boggles my mind. Was it on TV? It had to have been on TV, but I don't know where. Um, anyhow, continuing the greatness. So Buggy goes on this tantrum, you know, due to the nose being mentioned and the crew being useless. Of course, the leader gets irritated. So he is going to kill one of his crew members to make an example out of him. He chokes and lifts him with the power of a devil fruit. And he's not making physical contact, mind you. Very interesting. They use some sort of special cannon on a crew member. And they are ordered to retrieve the map that Nami looted and to loot the village as a bonus. Nami takes Luffy to a random house. I like how he asks of it, and she's like, "No, it ain't hers. She has nothing to do with this house. We're just inside the house trespassing." She probably easily got in through a locked door or window or something. She would probably know those types of things. So anyhow, so there's folks hiding from Buggy at a shelter away from the town. They know there's pirates. You would not want to be near them. You would not want to be threatened and see your stuff being looted and various different things, possibly taken on board, enslaved, anything, you know. There's a lot of bad potential if you were to stay in the village and you knew pirates were coming. You would want to ex-nay. So, probably even leave your stuff too. Maybe take one thing in secret to keep it safe, you know, like your greatest treasure or something like that. But anyhow, Nami tells some tales. Buggy wiped out a village with kids that made fun of his nose. And he digs cannons. And he has a strange power. There it is. It's alluded to again. He has a gum fruit ability. We don't know what it is yet. But we got it hinted. And Luffy, just kind of half listening. I don't know. Sometimes he knows more than he lets on. Sometimes he's smarter. Sometimes, I don't know. Whatever the case. For maybe just comedy purposes, he's kind of not in the know on some things, or actually doesn't listen. He's a dude, so he's probably listening at least 50% of the time. And then Nami is not looting these people's houses. She only loots from the pirates. And Nami tells of her goal. To attain 100 million belly. Belly is apparently the currency within this world. And she aims to buy a village with that money. She intends, by looting the grand map, she intends to achieve her goals faster and with better pirates, better pirates at the Grand Line, the cream of the crop. Thus, the loot, presumably, would be worlds better as well. So she's going for speed. To achieve her goal. Sometimes speed is a good thing with a goal. Sometimes you ought to be more patient. It all depends. There's lots of situational stuff. Nami offers a share to Luffy if he teams up. And she is, as you might guess, a great navigator. Ding, 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 ding. Just what Luffy is seeking. Luffy and Zoro are also heading to the Grand Line. So, that lines up a bit. Luffy counteroffers Nami an offer to join his crew to become a pirate. She refuses. So, and talk about where is it? Yeah, a visual contrast in expression to where she was with her offer to what he offered. When you talk about a visual contrast, you know, it, oh man, I can't say stuff. Can't say stuff. So, anyhow, continuing on. She refuses. Quite simply, she refuses. She's not happy with that. She refuses. And she discriminates against him. She figures out he's a pirate based on what he offered her to become a pirate of his, pirate crew of his. She doesn't want to deal with him. She don't want to deal with him. So, so Nami becomes curious of Luffy's hat. Luffy explains its value to him. It's his greatest treasure. And the backstory. Got it from a friend. He has to return it someday. So then we learn Nami's most hated thing. It's pirates. The very thing Luffy wanted her to become. And she states she loves money and oranges. Money and oranges. What a lady. She loves money and oranges. She's quite simple. Anyhow. One of my great fears with One Piece, especially with how much I like it now, with how far I've gotten with the anime, I will state my biggest fear, especially with how successful and huge the series is that at some point it becomes too mainstream, you know. I don't like it when something becomes too mainstream. Although, on the flip side of that, I did not like One Piece before I saw it because it became too much of a thing, too popular, too mainstream, that I disliked it before I even saw it. Then I saw it, and of course liked it. You know, if you don't try this or that, you might not know. You might not know. You might know, but you might not know. So, and of course, some things you ought not to try, and some things you are fine to try. Life lessons within One Piece reviews. One Piece manga reviews. Pretty impressive. All right, so Nami plots. She'll join his crew, join Luffy the Monkey's crew, and be a pirate if he goes with her to see the pirate Captain Buggy. And what happens? I think Luffy's fine with it. So what does Nami do? Nami ties Luffy up. And in the anime, right before that, when she said the pirate thing, she made some sort of allusion, some sort of important allusion, which made me curious and wanted to see her backstory in One Piece Bundle 2, aka episodes 26 through 50. She said something like, so this is outside of the manga, so this is, she said something like, pirates took someone very dear to her. So it alludes towards her backstory, her past, not 100%, but it starts to paint that picture. and you have to wonder about the rest of that picture. Very good with the writing. So good. So very good with the writing. When you can toss something in there and then make it relevant later on. Another thing that's interesting is the differences between the anime and the manga. Sometimes there's, certain things that happen here or there that are quite different. One thing way later on is completely gone in one version, which really confuses me. So, anyhow, we got to wrap this up. Jeez. So, we're already taking way too long. I intended to cut these down to size, but apparently that's not going to work. All right, so with Luffy tied up, she takes him to Buggy. Buggy now hears from the crew that they lost track of the map thief, Nami. They don't know that it's Nami. And they're about to kill 3 more crew members, but Nami returns. She returns unto them. The crew then confirm Luffy is her boss, based on what they heard earlier. Nami turns in Luffy as the thief. She blames him for stealing the map. So she's presenting herself as a complete friend and ally of Buggy, the pirate captain. And she returns his map unto him. Luffy was deceived. So she seeks to join Buggy's crew. Buggy allows it. He's okay with it. Nami plots that she's doubling down. She's not only going to try and loot the map to the Grand Line yet again, but she is also going to try and loot Buggy's treasure hoard. Zoro and the 3 Buggy pirates reach the same island. The 3 crewmen seek to tell Buggy of the girl Nami. Which is gonna, if that happens, there's gonna be a huge can of worms that opens for Nami. She probably assumes they died. They drowned at sea. Not the case. They are here, and they are soon to tell Buggy of her real nature. And Zoro seeks out Buggy as well to get potential info on where Luffy might be. So everything just falls together with the writing. Just amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right, so that does it for this time. Chapter 9 of the One Piece manga, Evil Woman. So thank you very much for watching. Let me know your thoughts down below. I will see you up ahead for chapter 10. So I will see you up ahead. Thanks for watching. As always, take care cool.